All right, so it's coaching time again, and today we're going to the Glory Boy.
Hey.
It's a bit harsh, I'm sorry. But we've got Jeff Wilson here, and he's going to teach us about one-on-one attack.
The same way, Mertens straight across to Wilson. Looking to go one-on-one, and Jeff Wilson.
And I've got to give you some credit here, mate. No one did it better than you.
Mate, and you were always there to take the spoils if I ever got tackled. Hey, Crush, you know, you're always there to take the offload, but that's all right.
That's my job.
Hey, man,
that's my job.
That's all right. You run good lines.
Oh, mate, I always appreciated a little pass.
Especially right before the line.
Unbelievable. Tronco gets the try.
So what we're going to work through here is nice and simple. It's a one-on-one situation. You setting me up for a sidestep off your right foot. So what Ken's going to try and do is I'm coming from the inside. He's going to try and commit me on the outside, and then he's going to push off his right foot. At the same time, change the ball and throw out a bit of a fend. So if I'm coming across, boom, throw out a fend, go through me there. Okay, the other thing he can do is try and set me up for a swerve. So what he's going to try and do for this is he's going to try and come square on me, and then he's going to go to the outside, pushing the outside, so hopefully get me square, and then he can accelerate away. Okay, so we'll do a little bit quicker again. He's running at me, swerve, pushing off and going on the outside. Same thing, as he goes away, he's looking for the fend. All right, the other thing he can do there, all right, if he squares me up, he gets in a situation, squares me up, he can look to chip, so he can wham, straight over my head, and run on by.
Away from Cullen to Wilson to show his pace. Now he can kick and chase. He leads the charge. Oh, Jeff Wilson, superb.
The other thing he can do, Josh, if you want to pass him the ball, is those movements we've just shown, he can actually do, so come nice and close, Josh, he can do those movements actually before he catches the ball, because a lot of close contact. So if he's coming up to me and he just short ball step in, bam, as he's catching the ball, he can put me off, because I'm trying to put him under pressure. It's the same thing, if he's coming up to me, decides he can swerve out, because I'm coming up quick, swerve out, or face ball gets on the outside of me. So he can use the same movements before he actually gets the ball.
So what you're saying is that you can actually beat a guy before on the pass.
You've got to set him up, him up. So he's looking at you the whole time. As you run in, you change his angle, bam, he can bounce out with the ball.
So how early are you looking for that line to beat him, though? You know, like, are you focusing on the ball, or are you focusing spatially about what's happening in front of you?
That's a great question, Josh, because in rugby we get caught up on the ball so often, you know, when it's a long way away from me, you know. So we've got to recognise what we've got in front of us and realise that their defensive line's going to meet us, and we have to set it up. So, as you say, if they've got a good defensive line, you need to set them up before you get the ball. If they're under pressure a little bit more, you've got more time to get the ball and then beat them.
All Blacks from their own line. Wilson confronted by Jurado. Does him this time? Wilson's got Cullen. Super try for Christian Cullen.
So, G, when you used to get the ball and you're in those situations, what's going through your head, mate?
What's going through my head? Firstly and foremost, my objective was to not get tackled. That was the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys look for contact now. I tried to work out what was the best decision I could make in that situation. So a lot of the time when I had no space and there was space in behind, I would chip it over the top, because I knew I could put pressure on them that way. If I was in a situation where I had to take it into contact, quite often you'll see me, I'd offload before the contact, because I was a smaller guy and I was at more risk at turning it over, where you had a Frank Bunce and Jonah, for example, was good to give it to the big fella because he hardly ever lost it, you know. But you had to make those decisions. Or, as I said, you're on a slower guy, I bounce to the outside knowing that I'm trying to gas it and use my speed as much as I can.
Turned it over, Marshall. Now there's a chance for Jeff Wilson. He's the fastest of this lot. Wilson leads the charge, and Wilson scores.
Oh, gee, man, that was solid, mate. Thank you very much for doing that. I'm sure the public will appreciate it, and good luck with North Harbour this year.
Yep, anytime, mate. Anytime for you, bro.
Cheers,
man.